The stepmother gives the little girl only a bone to eat. When the maid brings food for the girl, the stepmother stops her and says in a harsh voice, "No, she won't eat. She got only 7 marks in English, and she was rude to me." The maid says, "Madam, please don't be so cruel. The girl is just—" The stepmother cuts her off. "Don't talk to me in that tone." Just then, the father comes home and says happily, "Hello, dear. Did the little one finish her food?" The wife quickly says, "Yes, but she behaved very badly with me and only got 7 marks in English." The little girl says, "That's not true." The maid adds, "She's telling the truth, sir. The girl was with me all day. She's very polite." The father says, "Can you both leave us alone for a moment?" The maid and the girl leave the room. The wife says, "Honey, I always try to be good to them, but they don't treat me well." The husband replies, "I'll try to talk to them, okay?" He goes to the girl and says gently, "Listen, your stepmom is trying to be better. She's making an effort." The little girl says, "I didn't eat. She didn't let me eat." The father says angrily, "Don't lie." The girl says, "It's true." He replies, "All right, rest now. We'll talk tomorrow." Later, the man goes back to his wife and says, "The girl told me you didn't give her food." The wife quickly answers, "The truth is, the maid is stealing food. That's why she and the girl blame me." The husband looks surprised. "The maid? Impossible. She's been with me for years." The wife says sadly, "Since I came here, I've been made to feel like an outsider." The husband says, "I don't want to lose you. I'll fix everything." The wife says, "Keep an eye on the maid. You'll see the truth yourself." The husband agrees, "Okay, don't worry. We'll find a way." The next day, he goes to the maid and says, "My wife says you've been stealing food." The maid replies, "Sir, I've worked here for years. I was here even when your first wife was alive. Do you really think I'd risk my respect for a piece of meat? Please find out where the real poison is before she takes everything from you." Later, the man goes back to his wife and says, "I'm going to work now, but listen, don't blame my daughter or the maid again." He then secretly tells the maid, "I want you to keep an eye on my wife. If she does something wrong, record it." The next day, the little girl is drawing, but she accidentally spills paint on the floor. The stepmother comes angrily and shouts, "What are you doing? Clean it up." The girl says, "I'm just painting." The stepmother yells louder, "I said clean it up, now." The maid is secretly recording the scene, but the stepmother notices her. She shouts, "What are you doing there? Were you spying on me?" The maid says, "Don't shout. This isn't your house." The stepmother screams, "Now you're threatening me? Give me your phone." The maid refuses, so the stepmother attacks her. The maid falls down and faints. The little girl runs to help her, but the stepmother drags the girl away and forces her into the car. The maid wakes up weakly, runs outside and cries, "Please, don't take the girl." Then she collapses again. When she opens her eyes, she's in the hospital. The man is there and asks, "Where is my daughter?" The maid says weakly, "Your wife took her away. I told you this would happen." The man says, "I'll bring her back. Don't worry, everything will be fine." Meanwhile, the stepmother tells the girl, "Be quiet. Someone will come for you soon." Then the father arrives. The girl runs and hugs him tightly. The wife cries and says, "I only wanted to protect her from that maid." The husband says, "It's over now." She says tearfully, "I just wanted to be part of your life because I love you." The husband says, "This is your way of loving? You hurt my daughter and the maid, and you destroyed our home? I don't want to see you in this house again. I'm divorcing you." He takes his daughter and leaves, while the stepmother sits crying, full of regret for what she has done.